Something happened on a Tuesday in October. At 7:14 in the morning, every human being on Earth stopped. Not slowed, not stumbled, stopped. Mid-sentence, mid-step, mid-breath. Traffic froze on 6 continents. Planes held altitude without human input. A conductor in Prague stood with his baton raised above an orchestra suspended in absolute stillness. Every musician locked in the last position their body remembered. Surgeries paused. Arguments paused. A man in Osaka stopped falling from a ladder at a 45-degree angle and did not complete the fall for exactly 4 seconds. Gravity did not fail. Nothing filled the gap. 4 seconds. That's how long it lasted. And then, all at once, without transition, without confusion, everyone simply continued. The conductor brought his baton down. The orchestra played the next note. The man in Osaka finished falling and broke his wrist on the concrete below. When the paramedics arrived, he complained only of the pain, completely unaware that he had spent the last 4 seconds suspended in midair. To him, the fall had been instantaneous. He didn't remember a gap. None of them did. It took 11 days for the world to agree it had happened. 11 days of footage being called fabricated, of sensors being called faulty, of every government on Earth trying to find an explanation that required no explanation at all. Security footage confirmed it. Seismic sensors confirmed it. A 4-second gap in ambient vibration across every monitoring station on Earth, as if the planet briefly held its breath. Pacemakers logged it. Sleep trackers logged it. The black boxes of 412 commercial aircraft logged a 4-second window of zero pilot input on a Tuesday morning when every flight was airborne without incident. The data was unambiguous. The event was real. Statistically, the event should have killed millions. It did not. There should have been pile-ups on every major highway on Earth. There were almost none. But the data revealed something even stranger. Not a single animal lost consciousness. Security footage from the Serengeti caught the exact millisecond the pause hit. A herd of zebra, mid-stride, suddenly broke their rhythm. They did not freeze like the humans. They stopped, turned their heads skyward in perfect unison, and stared into the empty air. In a small apartment in Dublin, a dog standing beside a frozen man on a sofa slowly raised its head toward the ceiling and began to growl. Sparrows at a feeder outside a school in Ontario dropped the seeds from their beaks simultaneously. For 4 seconds, while humanity was blank, every animal on Earth became perfectly still and looked up. They were not looking in different directions. Triangulation of public and wildlife footage later confirmed that a bird in London, a hound in New York, and a predator moving through a valley in northern Chile were all tracking the exact same invisible coordinates in deep space. They looked up the way living things look at something familiar. There are several things we still do not know. We do not know what paused us. We do not know whether it was directed at us or whether we were simply in the way. We do not know if it was the first time or merely the first time we had the instruments to notice. We do not know what the animals saw, only that they recognized it. What we do know is this. Whatever happened on that Tuesday morning required the cooperation of every nervous system on Earth except ours. Required it, or expected it. Assumed that we would be elsewhere, absent during those 4 seconds, in a way that every other living thing would not be. As if something needed humanity out of the way, briefly, to do something it could not do while we were watching. As if it had done this before and knew how to stop us. The question no one has been able to answer is what it did with those 4 seconds.